AITA for kicking my sister out after she announced her pregnancy at my miscarriage support dinner. Grief brought us together, but her announcement tore everything apart. Asterisk, my name is Lana. I'm 29. And 3 months ago, I lost my baby. I was 20 weeks pregnant. Asterisk, after the dinner, I thought the worst part was over, but I was wrong. The silence from Tanya turned loud. In every direction, she didn't just stop talking to me. She made sure the entire family knew, and worse. Her version of the story spread faster than mine. I surprised my sister with baby news, and she kicked me out. That's what she told them. Not. I hijacked the grief dinner where 6 women were mourning babies and made it about myself. She made herself the victim, and me? The cold, bitter sister. Auntie started calling. My mom was crying. Cousins texted things like, "I get you're hurting, but you didn't have to make a scene." Even my dad, who's usually quiet, called and said, "You need to apologize to keep the peace." But what about my peace? My pain, my daughter who I never got to hold. Did no one see that? Ryan saw it. My husband, that thank God for him. When I started to doubt myself, he said, "You didn't ask Tanya to be perfect. You just asked her not to ruin one single night." I broke down. "Am I really a monster, Ryan?" He shook his head, held my face. "You're grieving. She's the one who made it about her, not you." But the pressure kept building. 2 days later, I got an unexpected message from a number I didn't recognize that it was from Tanya's husband, Imran. "Hi Lana, I know things are tense, but I need to talk to you about something. Can we meet?" I hesitated. That why now, why me? But I agreed. Because deep down, I was curious. We met at a coffee shop, neutral ground. He looked exhausted. Pale, eyes bagged. We sat, ordered nothing. He got straight to the point. "I didn't know Tanya was going to announce at your dinner. I found out after." I was furious. My stomach tightened. "Then why didn't you stop her?" He looked down. "Because I didn't even know she was pregnant." I blinked. "What?" "She didn't tell me until after your dinner. I saw the sonogram for the first time on someone else's Instagram post." My chest froze. "She made the whole dinner about her. And didn't even tell you first?" He nodded, slow. "We were trying, yes, but she took the test alone. Booked the scan alone. Told you all before even telling her husband." I was stunned. He continued, "It's not just that she's been obsessed with being the center of things. Lately, it's gotten worse." He pulled out his phone, showed me messages. Her bragging in a group chat. Watch how I turn Lana's sad little night into something everyone talks about. I stared at the screen, sick to my stomach that it wasn't cluelessness. It wasn't bad timing. It was planned. I whispered, "She used my grief to boost herself." Umran sighed. "I'm sorry, Lana, you didn't deserve that." None of them did. For the first time in weeks I felt seen. I asked him, "Why are you telling me this?" He looked me in the eyes, honest, "Because I might leave her. And if I do, everyone will make me the villain. Just like they did to you." I didn't know what to say, so I just nodded. He left quietly. No drama. I sat there for a long time. And then I cried, not for Tanya, not for Imran, for myself, because I finally saw how deep the betrayal went. The next day, my mom called again. "Lana, just apologize, let's move forward." I paused, and for the first time I didn't bite my tongue. "No, Mom, Tanya planned it. She mocked me behind my back. She turned my daughter's memory into a performance." Silence. Then, "What are you talking about?" I told her everything. Imran, the screenshots, the chat. My mom gasped. "That can't be true." "It is. I have proof. Do you want me to send it?" She didn't answer. Just hung up. Later that night, I got another call from Tanya. I didn't pick up, so she left a voicemail. "You went through my husband now. Are you trying to ruin me? You've always hated me, admit it." I didn't respond. Not this time, because I didn't need to. The truth was doing all the speaking for me. A few days later, Imran filed for separation. Word spread fast. Tanya's perfect world cracking. People started messaging me again. Not to shame me this time, to apologize. "I had no idea. You were right. I'm sorry I doubted you." Even my mom called again. I didn't want to believe it, but "I'm sorry, Lana." I listened, nodded, said thanks, but I didn't invite her over. Not yet. Trust, once broken, takes more than a phone call to rebuild. As for Tanya, she disappeared from socials, went silent. I still don't know if she ever truly understood what she did, or if she just hated getting caught, and honestly, I don't care anymore. Because 1 week later, I got a message from someone who had attended my dinner. Her name was Farah. She said, "I'd been scared to try again. But your strength gave me hope, so I did. And today I found out I'm pregnant. I read it 3 times. Then smiled, not because I wasn't still grieving, but because life continues. And so can love. Ryan and I. We're still healing, but we're trying again. This time slowly, with open hearts. And no one else's shadows over us. And I'll say this, I still don't know if I was the a-hole to some people, but I know I was a mother, defending the memory of her child. And if that makes me cruel, so be it, because I'll never apologize. For protecting what little I had left of hope. It was a girl. We named her Hope. We never got to hold her. Never got to bring her home. Just empty hands and a shattered heart. It's the kind of pain that doesn't show on your face all the time, but it lives behind your eyes, quiet, heavy, always waiting. My husband, Ryan, he grieved too. But we grieved differently. He got quiet. I got loud. I needed to talk about it. To say her name. To remember. To process. That's when I decided to host a small dinner, not a party. Not a celebration. A support dinner for women like me. Women who had gone through miscarriages, 6 of us in total. Close friends, a few from a local grief group. And my sister Tanya. Tanya wasn't invited because she lost a baby. She never did. She was invited because she was my sister. And I thought she could just be there. Support. Listen. Understand that I thought wrong. The night of the dinner, I made everything by hand. Soup, pasta, brownies. Each table setting had a candle. Each candle had a tiny tag with a baby name on it. Not just my Hope, but the names of the other women's babies too. Emma, Liam, Arav, Nina. It was quiet. Soft music. Lots of hugging. Some tears. We went around the table, sharing stories. How we felt, what helped, what hurt. Everyone was so gentle. So real. And then it was Tanya's turn. I expected her to say something comforting. Or just pass. It was okay to just listen, but she smiled. A big glowing smile. Then said, I've actually been keeping a secret. And I feel like this is the right time to share it. I froze. Something in my gut turned cold. No way, she couldn't. Not here. Not tonight. But she did. She reached into her bag, pulled out a little sonogram photo, and placed it in the center of the table. I'm pregnant. Silence. Heavy, awkward, wounded. She kept talking. It's still early, just 10 weeks, but I've been dying to tell someone. And you all are moms. Even if your babies aren't here, you're still moms, right? She laughed. Like that made it okay. But it didn't. I stared at her. My mouth was dry. I looked at my husband. He looked away. Eyes glassy. I looked at the candles. Our daughter's name right in front of me. And I snapped. Get out. Tanya blinked. What? I said get out, now. Lana, come on. I thought this would make you happy. You came to a grief dinner to announce your pregnancy. Are you serious? She looked around. Eyes wide, embarrassed. Everyone else was silent. Tanya stood up. Slowly. I just wanted to share good news. Then share it somewhere else. Not here, not tonight. You can leave now. She picked up her bag, still holding the sonogram, and left, without another word. The room was heavy. Some women cried. Some stared at their plates. I sat back down. And we lit the candles, in silence. That night, Tanya texted me. You didn't have to humiliate me. That was cruel. I didn't respond. The prookie. Next day my mom called. She's devastated, Lana. She devastated me. She just wanted to include you in her joy. She chose the most painful moment to do it. And suddenly, the family started taking her side. She didn't mean harm. You're being too sensitive. It wasn't that serious. But, to me, it was serious. It was betrayal. Every woman at that table had lost something they would never get back. And my sister turned our pain into her spotlight. Was I supposed to clap? Smile? Say congratulations, while my own body still ached from what it lost? I don't think so. Still, I started doubting myself. Maybe I overreacted. Maybe I should have waited, spoken to her privately. But when I checked my messages, the women from that dinner had sent me thank yous. Thank you for protecting us. I would have walked out too. You did the right thing. That helped a lot. But my family still thinks I was wrong. My sister won't speak to me. My mom keeps asking me to apologize. And I don't know anymore. So, I came here to ask you, am I the a-hole for kicking my sister out after she announced her pregnancy at my miscarriage support dinner? 2 months have passed since Tanya stood at my support dinner. Imran filed for divorce. Her friends turned quiet. Her Instagram turned private. And me? I've been healing, not perfectly, not quickly, but steadily. Every morning, I light a small Candle for hope, not out of sadness anymore. Out of memory, love, peace. Ryan and I started therapy. At first, we sat in silence. Too much pain. Too many what ifs. But slowly, we opened up. And then one day, he held my hand and said, "Let's try again." It terrified me. What if we lost another baby? What if I broke all over again? But I looked at him, and I saw hope. Not the baby. The feeling. So we tried. Quietly. Thoughtfully. No announcements. No baby apps. Just us. 3 weeks later, a faint pink line appeared. I stared at it for 10 full minutes. And then I cried. Not tears of joy. Not right away. Tears of fear. Of trauma. Of remembering everything I had lost. I showed Ryan. He didn't cheer. He just pulled me into his arms and whispered, "We'll take it one day at a time." I didn't tell anyone. Not even my mom. Especially not Tanya. But secrets don't stay buried. Especially in our family. My aunt spotted us in a clinic. Word spread fast. Within 24 hours, my phone blew up. "Congratulations, heard the news, so happy for you. Sending baby dust your way." And then came the text I hoped I'd never see again, from Tanya. "I heard you're pregnant. I think we should talk." I didn't respond. She followed up, "Please Lana, I know I messed up, but I miss my sister." I stared at the screen. Felt my heart race. Did I owe her a second chance? Ryan saw me frozen. "You don't have to reply." But I wanted to, not for her, for me. So I said, "We can meet one time." We chose a quiet cafe, midday, no crowd. I got there early, heart pounding, hands shaking. Tanya walked in wearing a long coat and a look I didn't recognize. She sat down, didn't order, didn't smile. "You look strong." I didn't reply. I waited. She exhaled. "I was wrong. About everything. I was selfish. I wanted to feel important. And I used your pain to do that." My throat tightened. But I stayed still. She continued, "You gave me a moment to support you, and I took it away. I told myself it was love. That you'd be happy for me. But really, I just wanted the attention." I stayed silent, let her speak, and then I made it worse. "Blamed you, turned the family against you." She paused, looked away. Emerin left, and I deserved it. Still, I didn't respond. Because I didn't know how. I was waiting for something that never came. Finally I asked, "Why are you here, Tanya?" She looked at me, eyes red. "Because I miss you. And because I want to be a better sister. If you'll let me." I took a breath, then asked, "If I wasn't pregnant again, would you still be here?" She blinked. "I don't know." I appreciated the honesty, even if it stung. I sipped my tea. Then said, "I forgive you." She looked up, surprised. "Really?" "Yes, but forgiving doesn't mean forgetting or trusting." "Not yet. You don't get to be part of this pregnancy just because you're sorry." She nodded slowly. "I understand. I need space. Maybe forever, maybe not. That's up to you, and how you show up from now on." She wiped a tear, stood up. "Thank you for meeting me. Even if this is goodbye." I nodded. Didn't hug her. She left. And I felt lighter, because I said what I needed to say. On my terms. A month later I had my first ultrasound. Heartbeat strong, arms wiggling. Tiny, beautiful life. Ryan and I cried in the car. Then laughed. Then just held hands all the way home. This time, we didn't throw a big gender reveal. We just shared with our closest circle. The women from the support dinner all celebrated quietly with me. They sent letters, candles, notes. Each one of them had either gotten pregnant again or finally found peace. Hope's name was still on the wall in our home. And beside it, a new one. We were having another girl. And we named her Grace, because that's what this journey taught me. To walk through pain with grace, to forgive with grace, to love again with grace. When Grace was born, I didn't post it online. Didn't text the whole world. Just held her on my chest and whispered, "Welcome home." My mom came to visit. She held Grace and cried softly, "She looks like you did." And then, 2 weeks later, a package arrived. No return name, but I knew. It was Tanya. Inside, a small baby blanket hand-stitched with the name Grace, and a note. This time, I stayed quiet. But I never stopped hoping you'd find joy again. Love her with everything you've got. And if you ever forgive me more, I'll be waiting. I cried again. But not out of sadness. This time, it was gratitude, for the pain that taught me. For the love that rebuilt me. For the daughter that healed me. So was I the a-hole for kicking my sister out that night? No. I was a mother protecting the memory of her child. And now, I'm a mother again. To Grace, with hope still in my heart, I chose peace, and peace finally chose me back.